very interesting video for you today. It's actually, I don't know if you guys watch, beauty, makeup YouTube videos. Usually the makeup YouTubers, beauty YouTubers, I've seen this style of video that's going around that, you talk about your top favorite product from each makeup brand, right? So I thought, hey, I need to do that in the perfume version. So I wanted to share my top favorite #1 perfume from each niche fragrance brand that I love. So the problem is I have a lot of niche brands. By the way, if you are new to my channel, this cabinet behind me was filled with 600 perfumes. That's how big my collection is. Right now it's empty because I'm in the middle of process of moving out into a different new home. It's a long process. I'll do a story time video on that one. But yeah, so here's a clip from another video where you can see all my perfumes in the background. That's how big my perfume collection is if you're new to my channel and this is your first video. So anyway, I have that many perfumes and most of them are niche brands, and it's a little difficult to do a 30-minute video with my top favorite perfume from each niche brand that I have. So I'm gonna have to split this into at least a couple of videos, 2 parts at least, if not 3 parts. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. So I'm gonna fit about 12 niche brands that are my top favorites. Well, out of all the niche brands I have, I'm only going to talk about my top favorite perfume from my top favorite niche brand, okay? So in this video, I'm going to fit about 12 of my top favorite brands, and I'm going to share with you my top #1 perfume from each of those brands. So if you want to find out what they are, just continue to watch. Hi my lovelies, welcome back to another fabulous fragrance video. First of all, I'm so sorry for the couple of videos I missed. As you guys know, my home buying and selling process has been a giant pain. I'm going to do a story time video later, probably when this is all over. It's dragging along. Anyway, as I said, that's why my cabinets are empty right now, because all the perfumes have been packed away. So this was really fun pulling perfumes out for the videos, and I've missed a couple of videos because we were really busy with everything to do with what I just said. Anyway, I picked 12 brands today out of the many niche brands I own perfumes from. And I want to make sure that I only talk about my top favorite perfume from not only the most favorite niche brands, but also niche brands from which I have a lot of perfumes, right? Otherwise, you really can't really give an opinion on what your favorite perfume is if you only own 1 or 2 perfumes from each of those brands. That wouldn't work. That's not a fair assessment. So this would have to be perfumes or perfume brands that I have a lot of, at least 10 perfumes from at the very least, right? So that's what I did, exactly that. So I have some of my favorites right here, some of my favorite niche perfume houses. Again, I have a lot more. I'll split this video into several parts. This is part 1, there'll be part 2, and possibly a part 3. All right, so I'm going to start just randomly. So I am going to talk about first Xerjoff, from the entire brand of Xerjoff. My top most beloved and uncontested favorite perfume is Italica. If you don't pick Italica to be one of the most groundbreaking and amazing and just the most fabulous gourmand fragrances of all time, then you are not really understanding this perfume. This perfume is a masterpiece, and it is a masterpiece gourmand perfume. Gourmand perfumes are perfumes that smell like delicious type of food or edible things. So this right here is probably the most, like, the mother of all gourmand perfumes, okay? Because this one is just amazing. This is that, you know, perfume that smells like a delicious almond sugar cookie dipped in milk, but only with sexy musk, and it actually smells like a perfume. So that's what this is, and it has the most deliciousness to it. It is date night worthy. Your date will be trying to eat you or your arm, take a bite out of you. My husband is absolutely like in love with this perfume. He doesn't even usually love too sweet of perfumes, but this is a good example of one very sweet perfume that he absolutely adores. He thinks this smells delicious. You guys know that if you have a date night, like, you know, you can use the Sol de Janeiro Boom Boom body scrub, you know, in the shower, and then, like, you know, apply the Boom Boom body cream, which really complements this, by the way, and spray this on. You're golden. You will smell delicious. This projects so well. Sillage is amazing and lasts very long. It is one of those perfumes that just out of this world delicious, okay? It is a definite groundbreaking type of gourmand fragrance. This is 100% my top favorite fragrance from the house of Xerjoff, and that's saying a lot because Xerjoff has a lot of really amazing perfumes like Dama Bianca, Bouquet Ideal, name it, so many really good perfumes. Yet this is the one that I think is just noteworthy, that is outstanding and just a standout kind of perfume. Absolutely delicious. Because I talked about Xerjoff, let me talk about Sospiro. Sospiro used to be sister houses. I heard that they split. I don't know, you guys. I don't really know what the latest status of that is. But Sospiro kind of like is like do you see the dent on this perfume? I can actually see it's like down to there. Okay, oh, by the way, this is an absolute compliment getter, absolutely. And speaking of which, so is this. Huge compliment getter. This is Sospiro Maraschino. My gosh, this is one of the most groundbreaking cherry fragrances because it's not necessarily just cherry, and it is not necessarily just that cherry almond thing that you get like ever since Tom Ford Lost Cherry came out. Okay, so everything smells like that, which this isn't. This does not smell like it. This is a very different type of cherry fragrance. This actually smells like a maraschino cherry that you put in your drink. It smells like a juice dripping maraschino cherry, but it's actually the woman version of it, like this really sexy woman in a beautiful red dress sitting at a restaurant bar or a hotel bar drinking this delicious cocktail with a maraschino cherry in it. That's what this smells like. Huge compliment, get a massive sillage, projects like crazy. Oh, by the way, I want to make sure I mention it. This is really for colder months. So this is great for the colder months that are coming up. And this, on the other hand, is almost like an all-year fragrance because it is, while it projects really well and lasts a long time and is not a wimpy perfume at all, at the same time, it's also not offensive, not punch you in the face, not, you know, beast mode in like the offensive way. No. This is actually so kind of like, it has like a bit of a sweet and sour cherry rather than a black cherry. It's not that almondy fall cold weather vibes necessarily either, but it does perform well, so you can wear this in colder months. But this gives me spring vibes mainly, but you can wear this even in warmer months. Not maybe beating down sun in the middle of the day on 100-degree weather, maybe not, but you can still wear this in the summertime as well. But this is absolutely delicious and gorgeous. This has a bunch of notes, like it even has like heliotrope. There's, you know, like a long list of perfume notes, which I'm not going to bore you with, but it essentially smells like an actual cocktail, sweet cocktail with a maraschino cherry in it, but only like that very sexy perfume version of it. You guys know one of my top favorite niche brands of all time is Micallef. That is the house from which I have the most number of fragrances after Kilian. Kilian is the one I have most number of perfumes, and actually Micallef is right there, almost neck and neck. This brand I love so much, and this one was difficult, you guys, because I love basically every Micallef fragrance, and it's really difficult for me to pick a favorite from the brand. This was like pulling a tooth for me. This was like twisting the arm, okay? But after going back and forth between several of my favorites like Ylang Gold, Soleil Passion, like all these beautiful perfumes that they have, I ended up deciding actually this is what I love the most from the brand, simply because this is probably the #1 compliment getter out of all of my Micallefs. Although I get compliments on many of them, I think this has gotten me the most number of compliments. Essentially every time I wear, I get a compliment. This is very much like the type of perfume Audrey Hepburn used to love wearing, that beautiful sweet orange blossom with a tinge of green, you know. Oh, delicious perfume, very feminine, drips femininity. It's slightly sweet. It's a beautiful, slightly sweet orange blossom with a little hint of green with that little petitgrain in the opening. There's a bit of vanilla, which makes it sweet. Oh my gosh, you guys, I get so many compliments. This is, look at the dent. The dent is serious, okay? This perfume I haven't even had very long in my collection, but it is a surefire compliment getter. Absolutely adore this. I think if I run out of this bottle, which may happen by the end of this year, although I will have to retire it for colder months, so probably by the end of next summer I might put a serious dent into it, to the point I'll have to replace it. So when you have 600 perfumes, this kind of dent tells you a lot, okay? This is an absolute favorite. My husband loves it as well. So out of like I think I have about 25 or more perfumes from Micallef. That's my probably like the #1, okay? That was difficult for me. And then of course my #1 fragrance house that I have the most number of fragrances from, Kilian. My, of course, favorite is Kilian Rose Oud. You guys know, I've been talking about this perfume non-stop like a parrot for years now, okay? Ever since it came out. This is actually the newer revamped version of the old Kilian Rose Oud. Honestly, I don't know what the old one used to smell like. People say, who smelled that old one, they say that this smells nothing like it. So it's essentially a brand new fragrance, which was released a couple of years ago. Oh my God, this is the most innovative, delicious rose fragrance in the world, but it's not rose either. It's not oud either. You can hardly say there's oud in here actually, even though it says rose oud. And yes, there is oud in it, but it's done so innovatively. Like it's just the sultriness of oud that's in here without even being able to really pick and say that there's oud in it, right? Because there's a delicious juicy lychee note in the opening that marries that beautiful rose, that sweet, that beautiful, romantic, sexy rose, red rose. And I imagine a full petaled, velvety red rose. And then we get that very sexy Davana, which is a very sexy, sultry herbal note. And that oud and the little bit of leather, which makes it super sexy. This is a huge, massive projector, sillage for miles. last forever, like 24 hours or more if you didn't wash yourself, which, you know, I do. So I say 24 hours or more because after I shower, the night after wearing this, the next morning after showering, I can still smell this on my skin. Massive compliment getter, and the dent is down to here, so I'm already having to replace it, and luckily I already have a refill for this. That's how much I love this. I have anxiety that it'll somehow get discontinued, which Kilian likes to do, discontinue their best perfumes. But anyway, Kilian Rose Oud is the sexiest perfume in the world. This is me in a bottle, that it exudes that confidence, sexiness, but also class. It's such a beautiful fragrance, number one. And by the way, let me tell you, this was really like pulling a tooth too, because I adore everything that Kilian makes, especially Khalees Becker, who is the master perfumer for Kilian. I love every one of her creations, and this was one of her creations too. And of course, the Love Don't Be Shy is one of her creations, but which, by the way, that was a close tie. I mean, I knew this was gonna win out, but Love Don't Be Shy, I know now has been around forever, and it's been duped so many times that it's lost its meaning, but it still stands out like a very groundbreaking, beautiful, sweet rose that nobody had ever made before. It broke ground, and that perfume will always be special to me, and that is a massive compliment getter as well. So these two were neck and neck, but I ended up picking Rose Oud because it is my all-time favorite from the brand. And then I have one of my other very favorite fragrance houses, Maison Crivelli. I love these guys so much. This fragrance house is absolutely breathtaking, and they make perfumes that are the biggest bang for your buck, because boy, they have pour ingredients in their perfumes, which is like the highest quality, and they last forever. Like these are 24-hour plus, 48-hour plus. Essentially, if you didn't shower, it'll be with you till you die. I'm telling you. And on clothes, it's really hard to get it off even after washing. It's like beautifully like long-lasting perfumes, but they're not beast mode in kind of an offensive way at all. They just permeate, project really in a very sexy way. I have many from this brand, many perfumes, but Hibiscus Marjad just comes out always winning. It is definitely my all-time favorite from the brand, although I have many more favorites. I love the Tuberose Astral. I love all the other ones. Chromatique. I love everything that Maison Crivelli's come out with. Anyway, this one is a very sweet, almost hibiscus nectar smelling fragrance, although not really sure there's hibiscus in it, because hibiscus nectar kind of has a smell, but the flower really doesn't. But it smells like sweet nectar of a hibiscus flower, and this has rose in it, and mixed with that bucket of vanilla and the leather in that fragrance, the spearmint, with all that, it kind of gives that kind of hibiscus nectar kind of sweet scent. Huge and massive compliment getter, as you will be noticing that my number one favorite from each of these brands happens to also be one of the number one compliment getters too. It's just that I'm not the only one who loves them, obviously, right? Okay, and then we have Sora Dora, and hands down, Janie is my absolute die-hard favorite from this brand. Oh my gosh, Janie is just on another level, you guys. This is a delicious gourmand to the point that it gives Xerjoff Italica a run for its money. I never ever thought I would say this, that anyone would be a competition for Xerjoff Italica, but they're both beautiful in two different ways. I gotta tell you though, Janie really puts up a competition with Xerjoff Italica. This one is a delicious, oh, by the way, I think I forgot to mention this has toffee in it, which is delicious. That has toffee in it with lactonic notes and almond and all that. This has like caramel and a bunch of absolutely delicious. This also has almond. They share some common notes, some lactonic notes too. But Janie is even maybe more sweet, should I say. I don't know, they're very similar yet different fragrances. This is absolutely delicious, like my mouth waters. I smelled these two just now and my mouth is salivating like a dog right now, okay? So they're so sexy too. Huge, massive compliment getter, this and this, both. Whoa, whoa, boy, people love this stuff, okay? Huge compliment getter, Janie. Oh, love Janie. By the way, if I forget to tell you guys, I have discount codes for some of these perfumes like Sora Dora, Sospiro, Micallef and stuff, and Xerjoff and all that. And Maison Crivelli has a special offer down below. Just go check out in the description box. Okay, one of my new most favorite fragrance houses is this one right here, Naydo. I actually just got another perfume from Naydo, which will be in a haul video. Now altogether I have a lot now from Naydo. I think I have all of their perfumes now actually. I just haven't talked to you guys about some of the other ones from the house. Amazing house, because every perfume I have from them I love. Like that's a little hard for me to find. Like Micallef is another brand that I love. Basically every perfume I've ever bought from them. Maison Crivelli is another one. I love everyone from the house. I love Room 1015, every perfume I've ever gotten. So there are some perfume houses, like rare ones, that I basically love everything from them. Now Naydo has become one of them as well, starting with this bottle design, which I love. It's nice and slick, so you don't need to decant your perfume. You can just put it in your purse and take it. And this right here is Blonde Redhead from the house. Oh my gosh, this is on another level. This is like on the same level as these, okay, as all of these all of them really. In this video I'm talking about all stellar ones, okay. This one right here, oh, it has fig milk and a bunch of delicious notes, but I tell you guys, it smells like strawberry shortcake. It smells like a very stylish, beautiful, fashionable Parisian woman with designer shopping bags that she'd just gone shopping, and she's, you know, strutting through Paris, and she stops at this high-end pastry shop, and then she goes in there and she sniffs, orders a strawberry shortcake type of dessert with like berries and like whipped cream and stuff, like cream and stuff, and then, you know, that's what she smells like. So oh my gosh, this is so delicious, so beautiful. Compliment getter. My husband loves this. This is hands down the best from the house, although I will say, every one of their perfumes that I've gotten my hands on so far, chef's kiss, okay? Berry Craving and the latest one I got, and the bunch of others I have, every one of them I've loved. Amouage is one of those very innovative, kind of out of the box, out there perfume houses. And my number one favorite from the house, always, no matter what they come out with, I really think always will be Blossom Love. This is a very innovative, boozy, delicious floral fragrance. This has amaretto. I don't think I have any other perfume with amaretto as the boozy note. This has leather, which is super sexy, and a bunch of beautiful floral notes that just, this is, I wouldn't say beast mode, it's just strong, okay? And it projects definitely a floral that you want to wear in colder months, because this could take somebody out if you wear it in hot weather, okay? This is absolutely gorgeous. Some people don't like how this has a little bit of like the florals in here are so intoxicating that it has like a little bit of that, like, I hate to say this word, the moment you say that word, it gives you the wrong idea. I'm not going to say the word. I'm not, because it's going to put the wrong idea in you. Some people, I don't smell anything like that. say that it has that sort of like the fecal jasmine type of quality a little bit, but I don't smell jasmine and definitely don't smell fecal, nothing. But this has a very intoxicating, super sultry floral scent with that booziness from the amaretto. Absolutely stunning, 100% love. I have many loves from Amouage. My gosh, like I love Lilac love Tuberose. I have so many loves. You know, the new one, I love a lot from Amouage, but that is definitely my personal favorite, Chef's Kiss. So then we have Fragrance du Bois, one of my all-time favorite niche fragrance houses, and my all-time favorite, and always probably will be, is Oud Jaune Intense. You guys, this is the most intoxicatingly gorgeous, drop-dead gorgeous, goddess-like smelling, tropical goddess smelling, Maui, Hawaii, memory-invoking, beautiful solar fragrance with all these gorgeous notes like the not Manoi oil, Tahitian tiara flower, I think it has, like all this gorgeous like ylang-ylang, all these beautiful tropical florals with vanilla and that very crisp, clean oud that doesn't even smell like oud that Fragrance du Bois specializes in, the proprietary oud. Absolutely beautiful. You smell like a tropical goddess that just fell from the skies and you just look drop dead gorgeous. It's one of my husband's all-time top 5. This is in his top 5 favorite perfumes from my entire collection. If that tells you something, Chef's Kiss. From Room 1015, another favorite of mine, my favorite. This one was difficult too because I love basically everything from them. But I think Wave Child really set another bar, okay? This one is that beautiful, beachy, sweet fragrance. It's not your typical solar beach fragrance. If you don't like solar beach fragrances, here's the one for you. This is almost like candy, like oceanic vibes. This has watermelon, but it actually smells like watermelon Jolly Rancher by the sea. Okay, you can smell the sea in the background because that ambergris is very sexy, that salty, sexy skin vibes with sweetness. There's a little cacao powder in here. Oh my God, I love it so much. It, by the way, came with me on the summer vacation. By the way, guys, stay tuned for my summer vlog. Summer vacation vlog is coming next. Okay, then we have Une Nuit Nomade. And from this house, I think my all-time favorite is this sexy leather perfume right here called Sugar Leather. Sugar leather it is because it's a beautifully sweet leather fragrance. And when you say leather, people get scared, but this is a very sexy, supple, sultry, super sexy, luxurious leather note with some, you know, sweetness to it a little bit. And that, you know, with that sugary kind of vibes it has. Oh my gosh, absolutely adore it. Very, very nice. I think I have discount codes for this one too, you guys. I'll list everything down in the description box as usual and put all the discount codes down there, so go check it out. Parfums de Marly. Boy, was this hard because I really almost wanted to pick Delina or Delina Exclusive, even Delina La Rosée. To me now, I love all three of them, but it was a groundbreaking perfume. At the time Delina came out, there was no such thing at all, nothing like it. Another groundbreaking, beautiful fragrance. But now it's been around for so long and so many people have dupes, so many brands have dupes. I think the latest groundbreaking one that they came out with is this one. I know this one is surprisingly slightly polarizing, which I don't get because it's such a beautiful, sexy perfume. This is Valaya, by the way. This one, oh, you guys, it's like a little bit, I don't want to say spicy, little hint of kick that this has with that very beautiful, intoxicating, hypnotic white florals that are in here. Oh my gosh, it has like a little bit of a almost peppery kick from that akigala wood in here. This has like some really crazy floral notes that you don't usually find in any other perfume. It's like a two worlds clashing, like super sexy with super classy, right? This will be like if Audrey Hepburn wanted to go, you know, on a sexy date. This is what she would be wearing. Valaya is absolutely beautiful and different, so I picked Valaya instead of Delena, although I have about like, gosh, I think like 11 perfumes from Parfums de Marly, and that's what I chose. So you guys, that was a very speedy review of the top #1 favorite perfume from each of these 12 niche brands that happen to be some of my favorite niche perfume brands that I have a lot of perfumes from, because there's no point in picking your favorite perfume from a niche brand you only have 1 or 2 perfumes from, right? You need to have multiple for you to actually give a proper opinion as to which one is your favorite, right? Like that's, you know, the only way it will make sense. So I have a lot more niche brands that I want to talk about and show and share with you my #1 favorite perfume from, which I will split this video into several parts. It could be 2-part or maybe 3 parts, okay? So stay tuned for the other parts. So let me know your favorite perfume from these brands that I just talked about in this video. Let me know which one is your favorite from this brand, because I would really appreciate it. That would be kind of interesting to see, right? And next time I have a whole bunch here. By the way, I pulled a lot from many other niche fragrance brands that I absolutely love, that I have a lot of perfumes from. I'll share with you my favorite #1 perfume from each brand in my part 2, which will probably come after my vlog. Next one would be vlog, then it'll be the part 2, then it'll be like a summer fashion haul. I know summer's over, but it took me so long to get here, you guys, with moving and everything. That's okay, just watch it so you can buy it for next summer. You know, you can start in like March wearing those clothes, okay? At least where I live anyway. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Really helps me out grow this channel so I can bring you more content, because it encourages me, #1, to make more videos. Also, #2, it helps my analytics, helps me grow, helps me get my channel to come to a place where I can talk about more perfumes. So really helps me out. You know, just liking the video helps me out. Watching the video, sharing the video helps me out as well, you guys. Definitely make sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell, especially right now with my life being so crazy. I will probably not be uploading exactly at 9 o'clock in the morning on Thursdays and Sundays. I may upload a little late, so you want to ring that notification bell so you know when I upload, you know, what time I upload. You will get the notification, otherwise YouTube will not let you know, okay? And subscribing isn't enough. They won't let you know even though you subscribed. And some people don't even get notifications even after subscribing and ringing the notification bell. I mean, blows my mind. But anyway, that's a whole other rant for another day. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you guys in my next video.